Hi, today I'm going to talk to you about an issue where I find some people complain that there's so many things that require to be learned, and then I'm not able to learn this particular thing. I'm not able to learn economics, I'm not able to learn geography, I'm not able to learn any particular thing for that matter. This is a very common question which, as a teacher, I face every time. I would like you to tell you that when you are reading general studies and when you have to be exposing yourself from philosophy to technology, everything, this is possible that it may happen. Before I talk about how to really break this, I would like to tell you as to why it so happens in the first place. Quite often it happens because of our preconceived notion that we may have had because of some reason. Maybe in the school days we did not like geography, or for that matter economics. Maybe we did not like the teacher at that time. Maybe we don't like the teacher who is teaching now. Maybe we did not like the word, and then we thought that probably we are probably not meant for this. See, we are all configured same way. So mostly I find we are standing in our own ways. So try and ensure that you don't stand your own way. Accept that you can do it. So this is one reason why I find people are not able to get or grasp things at times. Another is that because they go very haphazard in that. I mean, they pick up something from here, something from there, something from there, and it's like, hey, it doesn't make a picture. How would it make a picture if you've not proceeded in a systematic manner? So that's another reason why we find that you do not really understand the thing, because you approach it in a haphazard manner. A lot of time we also do not know, like, what is the periphery of this, to what extent that we need to know. Sometimes they just expose themselves to a tiny bit of a subject and then go deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper like that, and then suddenly they will feel that, well, I just cannot do it. Well, I mean, you must know to the depth to which you have to be actually going, and that is another reason why sometimes some people dig too deep, sometimes they just do not dig, and then they find difficulty. Another reason why I find people do not understand is because they quite often procrastinate, like, I'll do it later, and then it gets complicated. Like, if they got a concept that they come across in banking chapter and they just ignore that word, the next topic that they're reading is from using the same concept, and they have procrastinated in the first instance. Now they're procrastinating second time, third time they think like, well, I cannot understand how the banks operate. So don't procrastinate. So that's one thing. Another thing is that quite often for understanding something, we are like using free shopping on the net, and then we buy this, take this, and then create, in economics they call it as glut effect. We create more supply than the requirement, and then we again feel like, I mean, we are into the kind of load of our own material that we have collected, and we are not in a position to really handle it. So these are the basic reasons why I find that we don't understand things. So let me just tell you as to how to really go about attending this. I think the first thing I would like to do for anything like geography, economy, political science, whatever subject or technology, environment, make a list of terms that they have got. Start bit by bit. Start small step. I think that's what I would expect. If you understand the terms, and usage of those will become easier. And it's so easy to find out the meaning of the term. It may be very basic. That may not be the topic, but those topic use the term. If you know the term and phraseology of that, I think you're on the right track. This small step. You may have heard about the story of Milo of Croton, the Greek Olympian, who used to carry a small calf on his back, and then as he practiced every day, he was able to carry an ox, and he got so many Olympics. I suppose this is how I would like you to go. Take a baby step, learn the terms. Second step which I would expect is that try connecting that term with the theme that you have got. Let's say you have got you learned SLR, but SLR fits into what basic theme of economy. Try connecting with that, and that would really help you understanding the broad concept in terms of relationship with each other, because then you will learn as to how that we have got the whole thing is related to for that matter CRR, or how it is related with bank rate. Then you start developing connection if you understand that in a thematic sense of the term. First the term, and then the theme of the term, and then you will understand it better. Third thing is that I think do write it. Writing those points really help. If possible, if you can do mind mapping, if you can develop a tree out of that, make bubbles out of them, and those bubbles that would really help. That is another way of understanding it. Then another thing which I would expect is that take multiple angle approach. Multiple angle approach is like break the topics into 5 W's and 1 H. What of that, where of that, why of that, how of that, and then think from that or read from those angles. Also, you have got another approach of this multiple angle is use the same thing, read from more than one source. Maybe on the website that you read it, maybe the book that you read it, maybe see a video that you read it, or different formats through which your mind tend to make a better picture if you do that. But then it is very important, you must fix a time that I am going to read this topic for this much of time. Don't think that you have got all eternal supply of time and then you have no difficulty and then you'll be able to learn it leisurely for next 3, 4, 5 days. No. Tell that I'm going to read it for next 1 hour and that's it. Whatever comes should be fine. Also, I would like you to learn in small bursts. I mean, don't think that you go on like in one go. I would clarify everything, every aspects of understanding of monsoon in one go. No, do this small bursts that you have got. Like as a metaphor, I can possibly refer that if you need to, shall we say, water a plant 10 liters, I think putting all 10 liters in one day may not be a good idea. 1 liter in 10 days or half liter in 20 days is much better or healthy for the plant. So learn in a small bursts that we have got, and then that really helps. Also, I think we quite often are more conscious learning a thing if you need to explain to somebody. So I would like you to try teaching somebody. If there is nobody, there is a mirror, there is a camera. Teach somebody, try externalizing, take out of your mind, and then that is very important. Another research I was reading somewhere that says that if you learn a thing and revise, I think you read in the morning and read in the evening, or read in the evening and read in the morning, you had a sleep in between, or you read, slept and revised. The reading after the sleep second time gets you a better outcome. This was a psychological article I was reading about it, and then they had experimented and found that the results of the people who were taught in the morning and the evening, and those who were taught in the evening and in the morning, the people who learned in the evening and in the morning with the sleep in between, they had a better outcome. Give it a try. It is fun. You can see that if you had a sleep in between before you revise second time, how it really worked. And let me know in your comments that how you felt about it when you have experimented this learning something. Also, I would like you to, when you are learning a new thing, you try and see that how it gets connected to the news that is going on around that, connecting to the syllabus that you have going around it, connecting to the kind of questions which have been asked on that topic. This interconnection also helps you understand with greater clarity. I think if I can keep this size of the video short and not take too much of your time, I might just add one thing. If you have told yourself that there's no way that I cannot do it, I promise you have done it. And I'm sure you will do it. There's nothing that you cannot learn. If somebody else can learn, definitely you can learn. Don't give this option to yourself. I'm sure you're on the right track. My best wishes are with you.